She lost the man she loved. She lost the friend she trusted. And she lost her place in Hollywood without ever making a sound. In the early 1990s, Hollywood was watching two young stars, Winona Ryder and Johnny Depp. This was not a fairy tale that began on a red carpet. It was the story of two lonely souls who recognized each other. Depp was dark and rebellious. Winona was quiet, but deeply intelligent. When they met in 1989, they both understood fame. They just didn't yet understand its price. Their love spread quickly. When they stood in front of the camera together in Edward Scissorhands, it wasn't just a movie, it was their reality. The tattoo on Johnny's arm, Winona Forever, became a symbol of devotion rarely seen in Hollywood. But Hollywood never loves romances for long. The press, friends, the inner circle, cracks slowly formed inside the relationship. The loyalty of some people close to Depp began to feel uncertain. Trust was worn down by whispers. For Winona, this wasn't just a breakup. It was her first major emotional collapse. They separated in 1993, and that separation became the first major turning point in Winona Ryder's life. The Closest Friend and the Missing Script. After the breakup, the only solid ground in Winona's life was friendship. One of those friendships was Gwyneth Paltrow. They were both young, talented, and seen as Hollywood's future. They lived together at times. They shared the same dreams and the same fears. Winona was more introverted. Gwyneth was more aligned with the system. And then, a script. In the mid-1990s, Winona had a romantic film project set in the Shakespearean era. Years later, in an interview, she would imply that she left the script at home, and that the project later came to life under a different name, with a different actress. The film was Shakespeare in Love. The lead role went to Gwyneth Paltrow. Winona never openly said the word stolen, but she did say this: one day the script disappeared. Then that film was made. Gwyneth Paltrow firmly denied the claim. She stated that she acquired the script through her own channels and took nothing from Winona. The truth remained between two women. But one thing was certain: that friendship ended overnight. In 1999, Gwyneth Paltrow won the Oscar for Shakespeare in Love. Winona Ryder was at home that night. As Hollywood crowned one woman, it quietly pushed the other aside. A quiet collapse. Winona's fall was not loud. It was silent. Roles became fewer. Offers became smaller. The press began referring to her as a former star. And in 2001, the moment that sealed everything arrived. At Saks Fifth Avenue in Beverly Hills, Winona Ryder was accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of luxury items, including Marc Jacobs designs. Security cameras showed her removing tags. The case went to court. The media framed it as a scandal. But no one asked the real question: why does a woman reach this point? Winona was found guilty. Probation, community service, fines. Hollywood had already made its decision. High risk, years and silent endurance. Winona withdrew. She gave no interviews. She disappeared from view, but she did not vanish. Sometimes a woman's strength is not on stage. It is in waiting. And in 2016, the phone rang. Stranger things. Joyce Byers was a mother accused of madness for searching for her missing child. Yet she never gave up. The audience believed her because she was real, broken but standing. Winona Ryder did not return to Hollywood by shouting. She took her place quietly. What remained, Johnny Depp fought his own battles years later. Gwyneth Paltrow continued on her path. The Oscar statuette stayed on the shelf, But Winona's story was written somewhere else. This was not just a love story. It was the story of a woman standing back up with everything she lost. Love passed, friendship ended, scandals came, but Winona remained, silent, resilient, real.